Seconds. All right, it's live. So, hey, Elon, welcome to eCom Alliance Academy. Thank you so much for being here. You are awesome. Elon was actually one of my students. So, Elon, before we get started, can you just give me a brief introduction about yourself, who you are, where you're from, what's your story? Just share with the other people watching.
Sure, I'll be happy to do that, Rohan. Hey, I got into e-commerce, this whole internet marketing business haphazardly. I started out with a homeless mom with just $36 on my checking account, and I became
Wow.
a millionaire in 18 months.
Wow.
I did it via real estate investing, but after I, create that wealth for myself, it was either publish or perish. And what I mean by that was that I realized my main, I had all these alphabets behind my name. I'm a naturopathic doctor in the USA by trade, but unfortunately, when it came to money, I was still in elementary school. So what I did was I had to get a quick financial education, and in a nutshell, realizing that financial education was a factor as to why I wasn't successful, I created a book called Dynamic Diva Dollars for Women Who Aren't Afraid to Become Millionaires. And I went out on a mission to teach average everyday folks on how to live the American dream, and by becoming, rich in areas of real estate investing, internet marketing. That was a new boom. We're talking about this happened back in 2000, 2001. And so that's when the stock market crash that's when 9/11 had happened, the whole bit. And so I realized that getting my information out there would help empower other people. So from that experience, I've helped other people buy houses and cars and do network marketing and become successful. And we did it online. And so I got, on TV shows. I was on the Talk TV show. I was in Huffington Post, the National Enquirer, Jet Magazine, the whole bit, doing just that. Now, how I came upon e-commerce, I decided to relocate. I got involved with as well as I got involved with the boom in real estate, I also was in the bust too. So I had found myself having to start all over again. And so I relocated to Atlanta, Georgia area, and I started e-commerce because I went online to, make money online again. How can I do that? And I found out from Amazon FBA, a course I took. I think I paid $47 for the first one. And within my first year, Rohan, I went from zero cash investment to making six figures selling products on Amazon. And since then, I haven't looked back. And then I came upon finding you, and I got involved with e-com because Amazon is really cool and great. But I'm very clear, you need to have your own e-commerce business, because if Amazon shuts down your site, you're out of luck in a nutshell. So that's why I took your course. I'm very excited about it because I've invested $1,500 on learn how to do FBA ads. I mean, I went from low ticket, medium to high ticket items on how to make money with Shopify, e-commerce, and FBA. And, I paid inexpensive for your course and you had everything and more that really concisely over the shoulder showed me exactly how to do it. And what I like most of all, that you practice what you preach. So that's been enormously, beneficial to myself. And even I got my son in on the act. He's the kidpreneur. And so we're really excited about, e-com Alliance, because I know you know this, but most people don't know this. Part of your repertoire as far as building a business online, you got to get involved with e-commerce, because they're predicting it's going to be the trillion-dollar industry, as opposed to social media marketing, any other type of business that you get into. E-com is going to be the way to go, as you're well aware of. Everybody's buying on their phone. Last year, 72% of all sales on Amazon was from the phone. In addition to that, the fact that they did $100 billion last year in sales. So the point about it is, most of the other stores like Walmart and you name it, Macy's, all these retail stores are shutting down, and they're investing in more online. And the way of the world is that's what it's going to be. So we have to get on the act. Our mom and pop, type of e-com stores need to get out there, and you can be making 6 to 7 figures online. I tell people, Rohan, that the American dream is alive and well. It's just online right now.
I know.
the gifts are.
Exactly. Hey, I have a question for you. So, when you were getting started, what was that fear that you had in your mind? You know, a lot of people think that, oh, I won't be able to do it. 6, 7 figures, that seems like a dream. It's impossible. It's all BS. A lot of people advertise all this, you know, just false information. So, what made you like break through that fear factor and, you know, step out and go ahead and pursue this journey of e-commerce?
That's a good question. One of the key factors was I just saw other people just like me accomplishing this goal online. And I'm very clear, if they can do it, I can do it too. They started out with very humble beginnings like myself. It was a learning curve like anything else in life. But when I looked at, for example, Rohan, I had a brick and mortar store. I'm a naturopathic doctor. Before I even opened up my store, Rohan, it cost me $60,000, you know, leasing the building, you know, the electricity, remodeling, yada, yada, yada. I opened up an online store. It cost me a domain name, $10, $100 website, and I'm in business.
Exactly.
So that was a major motivator because it saved me time, money, energy, and stress. But even better than that, I had access to online real estate, which is infinity. There's but so much physical real estate you can have access to offline. But
Mhm.
online, it's infinity. So I knew that that's the way of the world. That's where everybody was going. And like they say, if you can't beat them, you better join them.
Exactly. So, what would you advise to all those moms and dads that are watching this video right now, who are in your shoes, who haven't had the success that you have had so far, but they want to provide the best for their children, watch all those baseball games, attend all those drama events, and everything for their children. So, what advice would you give them right now who are just getting started?
Well, great question. You know, I created the pajamamama.com where we fire our boss and hire our kids. So I know all about the mom and dadpreneur experience. So one of the key things that I highly recommend that they do, it's just like anything in life, be coachable and a good copycat of other individuals that are online that are achieving success. And what I mean by that is that one of the key things that going the traditional route in America, you know, you go to a 4-year institution, you get your degree, you go out there and you so-called make some money. But nowadays, like I mentioned to you, it's all online. So when I'm trying to tell people that, I know it looks, you know, like out there in space, but just take the basic same principles. And that is, you know, focus on doing your due diligence, find courses like yourself. You know, this is what I'll say about particularly your course. And that's why in my courses that I put out is that look for proof in the pudding. What was beautiful about your course was that you actually showed your results, but not only while you were in the midst of doing it like a live, we actually saw, you know, the information going, because people could put Photoshop and they could put screenshots and they could do, you know, taped video editing type of performances, but you did things live. You actually showed people over the shoulder videos, and that's when you know it's real. You know, I pride myself, and I was like most people, Rohan, I have to admit, I'm embarrassed to say, I spent over $100,000 on shiny objects, you know, looking at courses. So I'm a pro at what's a scam and what really truly works. And one of the things I will tell people, you only align yourself with people that actually are in that industry and actually are getting the results. That is proof, and the documentation beats conversation. If they can legitimately show you that they've achieved that type of success, most likely, not all the time, you may achieve some of that success. And that's why I, you know, quite frankly, you know, I was successful with your course was because of that reason.
Yes, Elon, I definitely agree with you because I certainly heard about some of my competitors who were basically they used to go to their Shopify store and change the source code of the website and say that they're earning like $1 million, but in actuality they were earning zero. And then they would post all these screenshots on Facebook groups, and all this BS information is out there so much that people get confused, and it's fine for them. But I want people to realize by showing people like you that it's possible to get started with e-commerce. It's possible to live that American dream. And as you said, it's still alive. It's just online now, and you have to be on track with it. Now, I also heard that you are getting your son on board with this journey. You want him to succeed as well. What actions is he taking right now? Is he also into e-commerce?
Good question. And I'm so glad you're giving me a platform to say this to you, because
Of course.
one of the key things in the US of A is that, like I said, we've been programmed and conditioned to believe to, go to elementary school, high school, graduate, go to college. My son told me, and I raised him at home, unschooled him. Plus he sees me being the pajama mama out there, making money online. He was like, Mom, I don't want to go to college, because we've been taught that if you go to college to get a better job. Rohan, here in the US of A, a college degree, a decent one, is going to cost you over $100,000.
I know.
Who has that type of money and put you enormously in debt? And then we're not even guaranteed a job once we graduate. So with that in mind, the key thing that I tell people, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Literally, my son, how he started out, he's been doing online since he was 8 years old. It's been like 10 years, almost 10 years now.
Wow.
And so far, Rohan, he has, number one, he was one of my secret weapons of why we were successful in Amazon FBA, because he knew about all the latest, trending toys that were available. For example, Rohan, we went to Goodwill here in the US of A, it's a thrift store, where we got a Star Wars Xbox game that we paid $5.35 for. We sold it on Amazon for $125, Rohan. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, Trivial Pursuit, these are all American games a lot of people know about. Ninjago, and if you know about Ninjago and Pokemon and all those type of things, where he knew about the trending products that were profitable, we would get them for $1.25 and sell them all day long on Amazon for $25, $30 each. I mean, as you can see, that's why we were able to sell over $100,000 within a year. But because he was an expert kid about toys, he really helped leverage our business significantly. And in addition to that, he created Kindle books. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Of course.
He went on and he created a whole series of books. No money involved. We actually outsourced it. He was 8 years old at the time. So, not having command of the English language, but we could go to outsource that, write some, basic generic elementary books for history. And he posted them on Amazon. He wrote a book about Barack Obama when he became president, Michelle Obama, and Donald Trump, and quite a few other people. And he sold them for $500 a pop, $600 a pop, $700 a pop. And just each and every single month, he just wrote a lot of books. So he has an average income of over $1,000 a month doing that. I mean, just everything that, and I like him as a prototype, because my theory is if a kid can do it, sure enough, adult can do it too.
Exactly.
So, and also you guys are geniuses. You guys mastered the internet. Even with FB Live, he taught me how to use OBS in order to do, because he likes gaming, OBS in order to do FB Live, recorded the whole bit. So we've been rocking and rolling, combining his techie genius and my lack of techiness to get to the next level. So your generation, you were born into this. So you guys have the DNA to really utilize the internet and take it to the next level. So that's basically how I got a combination of his own natural instincts, as well as kind of motivating him to see what the wave of the future is all about.
Elon's son is actually really talented. He actually took my course. When Elon bought it, she gave it to her son, and he went through all the entire course. He was taking one-on-one coaching from me and learning how to do it. And I must say that he's very talented and has a lot of potential. In fact, the thing that you were telling me about the young generation, yes, we have this ability to find these new products to sell online. I'm not sure if you've saw this thing. It's called a fidget spinner.
Yeah, matter of fact, guess what? We're private labeling it. We're even coming out with it.
I am too. And
we're selling it. We're selling on Amazon right now.
It's making so much money right now. It's like the hot thing, and you can only be aware of such things when you surround yourself with such things. And I suggest to all those moms and dads watching these videos, I suggest that you get your children involved in this, just like how Elon has done it, and participate with them. Give them this opportunity to create a successful life for themselves. So even if when you're not watching the course yourself, you can tell your child to do it for you, and he can become your the top employee of your company one day, and could end up making a lot of money for you. So, Elon, one thing you mentioned earlier was that the business is now shifting. Amazon has a lot of control, and it's important that you should have your own control. You should have the own emails, and basically own like a Shopify store or a ClickFunnels store of your own. So, what are your thoughts regarding that? What do you think about this? How should people approach it?
Well, one of the key things I'm gonna tell them to do is definitely take your course. To make a long story short, that's what I'm doing. You know, I'm coachable and a good copycat of all that you're sharing and offering. But more importantly, like you mentioned, is that it's the wave of the future now. Funnels and things that people aren't going to websites anymore. You know, people are busy. They just want to cut to the chase. They want to get to the resources that are available to you, and they want to buy. Okay, so we don't have any problem with people buying online anymore because people have gotten very comfortable with that. So that's one of the key things that I highly recommend, is that to definitely take your courses, etc. I even like the fact that you have the Instagram aspect of it too. Instagram is has become very hot, and a lot of stars and celebrities have been created about it. It's really finding the right niche, connecting with those type of individuals, and buying shout outs from them, and having it blow up for them. So you know, to make a, I mean, I know this is, you probably wasn't expecting this, but it's a really, I'm really excited about what you have to offer and what you shared, because it's very easy, it's duplicatable. You're a good teacher. See, a lot of people, what I found out, Rohan, is that a lot of people are good at doing the business. I know a lot of internet marketers that can do the work themselves, but they can't teach it, and they can't duplicate themselves. So that's what I like about your course, that you have been able to duplicate yourself via your students, and you put out better test type of programs and trained us. So now you know what works, what doesn't work, you know how to fine tune it. And then, like I said, help assist, you know, tons of people instead of just a few now. So that's one of the key things that I highly recommend, is if it's not broke, let's not fix it. Let's stay with someone who's passionate about it. You're in it to win it every single day. You're doing it, you're testing, doing case studies, etc. That's vital. You know, even in my profession, I'm in FBA every day, you know, or I'm doing FB lives every single day. And that's why I've been having success. And that's why I've been able to duplicate myself also.
That's awesome to hear, Elon. Thank you so much for coming here and sharing your valuable thoughts with me and the other people watching. Is there any link or anything people can check out and, you know, see your website or anything like that to contact you or something?
Yep. All they got to do is go to thepajamamama.com, or, you know, just plug in The Pajama Mama on Facebook and they'll find me there too.
Awesome. So thank you, Elon, for being here. And I really hope that you found this interview very, very inspiring. And you also want to make a lot of money, just like Elon, how she's crushing it with e-commerce. So if you're interested, then click the button below or above and sign up for Ecom Alliance. And I'll see you inside. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one.